great.
We're all set.
Woo! Hi, everybody. We're back. Well, most of Christine is back. The audio version of Christine is back, but she's going to keep working on it.
Oh, yes.
She has 5 kids, and she figures one of these suckers is going to figure this out.
Amen.
And oh, you said one was in the shower, one you're getting them up from a nap. Somebody will come home, you know. Anyway, we will have Christine at some point. But meanwhile, I want everybody to say hi to Catherine Rose. We're on the
Hello,
Wiser
everybody.
platform.
Thanks for
Hope
joining
Lorelai
us.
had a great 8th birthday.
Thank you for joining us again.
Okay, hi to Kathy Ferris. We know she's here.
Kathy Ferris.
Hi to Kelly McFarland.
Hello, Kelly.
We're going to be waving to Christine, although we can't.
Good day. She can see us, but we can't see her. Good day.
I'm sorry about the phone. That's my husband's
He's always getting
brother.
phone calls.
Okay, I'm just turning it off. Okay. He'll let me know later that that was not the right thing to do. Okay, but today's show is about cats and dogs. And I am a firm dog lover. Can someone convince me about cats? Who likes cats? Nobody. Oh my God.
I'm allergic to cats. So I like cats, but I'm allergic to them. So obviously anytime I go to someone's house, the cat comes over to me right away.
Directly. My husband doesn't like dogs, and they're like all over him wherever he goes. They sense it. Kathy, you like cats or no?
I'm indifferent to both. I mean, I used to have a dog, but he's in a better place now. And by me, better place, he's with a gay couple that lives in the Blue Hills.
Literally a better place. There's Christine.
Hi. Welcome.
Oh, look at I did it.
You did it. Christine is here via her phone. Kelly, should she turn it or would it be the same thing?
I think it's going to be the same thing, but yeah, put your head in it.
Hi, kids.
Hi.
Well, your hair looks great. That's
I know, that's
important.
why I wanted you to see me.
I think you're going to have to turn up your sound a little bit.
Okay, honey, you know what? I'm going to do it. Okay.
Yeah,
Here
this
we
is
go.
good.
That good?
That's good.
Like an action shot. I like it.
Yeah, now I can hear you. That's fantastic. Oh, well, do you like cats? None of us like cats, really. Christine.
I don't mind cats.
Is that Pickles?
You have to shut your computer off.
I have the audio. Uh-oh, I have to exit out of that one.
I feel like we're in a techno place.
Or you
And
can
by techno place, I'm in a disco.
I know, this is, sometimes.
Oh my God, I'm
And
sorry.
this is when the aliens ascended down and they took everyone and went for a laptop.
Okay. Now we
I want to know what festival are we submitting this whole thing to? What festival is it
Not
from?
today's show.
Who books this?
Okay, Miss Christine, how you doing?
I'm good now, honey. We're good. We're in action.
We're in action. Okay, great. Well, they don't. Let's try to imagine what's good about cats. They're not very appreciative. So that's a negative.
I don't like the whole pooping in the house thing.
Oh yeah, that's an awful. Bleh.
Yeah.
Who wants to
gross.
clean up the? Can you give
Not
them a
me.
little door? Do people give them a little swing door so they can go out?
Yeah, I mean, they're
Probably.
not very high maintenance, right? So there's that.
But they don't care about you. They're
No,
very.
they don't.
No, I think they're great role models for that kind of boundary kind of thing. Take care of yourself, right?
Okay, how many people like dogs? I like dogs.
Yeah,
Cat?
yeah.
That was a
Everybody
reluctant hand raise, Kathy.
I'm okay about animals. I just don't have the lifestyle for animals right now. So
Oh. Well, before we go back to dogs, has anyone ever had a hamster?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, my roommate
I
did.
had two. What was its name, Cal?
So actually it was Carolyn Plummer, the very funny and very talented Carolyn Plummer. Back when we were younger, we were roommate comedians, and she had wanted a pet really badly. And so she's like, I'm going to get a hamster. And we were like, okay, but you got to take care of it. And so she got a hamster, and it was in like, it looked like it was in like a Dunk's Munchkin case on the way home. We got it home. She got this cage, and its name was Mr. Bojangles. And Mr. Bojangles was an escape artist. So at least once a week, you'd hear Carolyn being all pissed in the middle of the night. Gosh, no, Mr. Bojangles. They'd end up in her bed and like tap her face with his tiny hamster.
Oh my God.
And she'd like fling him, and then we'd have to hunt for him for like a week.
Wow, he sounds like a real jerk.
Something else, let me tell you.
I mean, talented, but wow.
Yeah. What was yours name, Christine?
I had two. I had one was named Flip Wilson and the other one was named Geraldine.
Okay. I love Flip Wilson madly, deeply. Do you remember when there was the Flip Wilson show? Are any of you old enough?
Oh yeah, I remember
Because I
that.
Yeah, I was
Because
6 years
Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, they were talking about Flip Wilson was playing Columbus. And they were, where are you going, Columbus? You know, donde viene, whatever. and Flip and Queen Isabella turned to King Ferdinand and said, Ferdinand, Chris gonna find Ray Charles. I didn't present it very well, but anyway, back to the hamster. We briefly had a hamster named Snowball, and the kids gave it an Adderall or a Ritalin or something. This was it was the laziest hamster God ever created. And then all of a sudden it got real energetic.
That's so fun.
And developed a heart condition. That's awful.
It had a heart attack. It had a hamster heart attack.
Oh.
And then the kids were all upset.
You're like the hamster king.
Yeah,
That's actually a great demonstration of don't do drugs.
Right?
Yes, it is.
That's
The only
very good.
hamster with a stint.
With-
Poor little guy.
Let's do a fundraiser for him.
Spends for hamsters. Okay, back to dogs. I madly, deeply love dogs. What is it? Elaine Boosler says, because what other person or animal when you come home goes, she did twerking before it was a thing. Sorry, my
I
folder
love it.
just fell over.
I like that you have matching pants on, Jane. I mean, good for you. I've got yoga.
Oh my
pants
God,
on.
that's
I know
right.
she's mad. Look at her.
Okay.
She
Well,
has pants on.
that
like
was-
Molly.
That was pants on, pants off.
I'm not wearing any pants, so
Okay.
Tell you right now, did you guys
Oh,
read
you
that
put all
article?
your energy into having good hair today, Kelly.
look, I figure I don't need pants for these Zoom calls.
I just saw an article that Walmart is up. Their profits are up on tops and down on bottoms.
That could be translated a lot of ways.
I actually just made that headline myself, but the thing is that the profits are up on tops.
Great.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we had a dog named Patrick, a German Shepherd who bit my sister.
Oh.
And actually, I thought it was justified because, because she was blowing in his ear, right? That's
Yeah,
not right.
that's
Keep
annoying.
coming on to your dog.
You know, and she just, you know, he gave her some, he's doing a pickles. And then one day he just snapped.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I thought it was justified.
I think it is.
So
I think
anybody
it's-
have a favorite dog?
So we had one person jump in and says she's a lesbian, but strangely hates cats.
Oh.
Oh, good lesbian.
Oh, that's Mina. That's Mina from yesterday.
Oh,
Oh,
it's Mina.
we love
We
you.
love Mina. Oh my
good
God.
For her.
Oh, so-
Good for her.
Yeah. You got to take a stand, Mina. Way to go.
Yes, yes.
We've had dogs my whole life, and I love them.
Big dogs, Kel?
Yeah, big dogs. I want
What
a
kind?
small dog, but
What kind?
I've only had big dogs. Whatever Pickles is, that's what I want. I want a dog that is ferocious and angry.
Oh, do you really?
I don't even know what kind of dog that is. It's like Toto's really angry, slutty cousin.
Right.
He's some sort of terrier, right?
They said he's a Yorkie poo, but we don't think so.
No, I'm so
I
sorry.
had a Yorkie. He doesn't look anything
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
doesn't look
we had Labradors, yellow labs.
Oh, wow.
My husband and I had a golden retriever, and she
Oh.
expired.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
It's
we
sad.
still talk about her. Like she's like, we're like, remember when?
Oh,
Sad. Dogs make you feel really nostalgic. We had cats growing up, but they all died.
and no one
Not a lot of attachment there.
no.
Well, I think I learned early on in life that you can't get attached to pets, because I had a cat, cute cat when we were little, and his name was Toby, and he went missing. And my mother was taking me, he was gone for like 3 days, and then my mother was taking me to dance class. And right as she's walking me, handing me my tap shoes, she goes, "Oh, Mr. Cochran found Toby at the end of our road. He had been hit by some sort of truck.
Oh.
He is never coming back." Big smiles, big smile. Have a good class. And then she sent me to class, and I was like,
Tap, tap, tap away.
I was like, Buffalo, stop.
No more Toby.
Buffalo. Yeah, so
Wow.
die, as my mother
Your mom
said.
had a way of softening the blow.
Good timing. Put it on the ballet. Put it on the dance teacher. Dance
Right.
it out.
I was fine though. I was like 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's for Toby.
So, Kath, any favorite dog growing up?
We didn't have dogs growing up. I didn't get a dog until I was married. Yeah, and
Oh.
I had two, but as I had said, one of my dogs, we found another family for, because it was an Italian Greyhound, and he didn't like to be alone, and he didn't like to be in the car, and my kids were at an age where like I lived in my car.
Right.
So we had to find another home for him. And I thought, oh, we're never going to find a home, because I'm going to make the criteria so hard, right?
Right.
The person had to work from home and allow the dog to sleep in their bed. He can't be caged because he doesn't like cages. Like all this kind of stuff. Like, read to him every night, that kind of thing. And we found a family
to
that
him.
like they had 2 other Greyhounds, and they did work from home. And their only other thing was
The Greyhounds?
yeah.
I had a little dog
Greyhounds
track
had
in the
family.
back and a little bedding
They had
section.
a
Yeah.
cat.
Yeah,
They
they
had
were
a
running
cat
an
named
underground
Toby that
Mary
they
Kay
found.
outlet.
They had a cat named Toby that they found at the end of the road. And it was anyway, he went to a better place. Like if I went back to get him now, I'd be so pissed, because his lifestyle has
Yeah.
just improved.
He traded up.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm looking at the page and we have all dog people. I don't know what it is about Wiser, but
Hey.
apparently
Hey,
all
dog
Yeah.
people, dog. Give me a D, give me an O, give me a G. Anyway,
Love
I do
doggies.
miss him though, yeah.
Christine, growing up, was there a favorite dog?
Yes, I had. Growing up, when I was 10 years old, we got a little mutt. Her name was Muffin. She was just the best dog in the world, just the best dog in the world. And P.S. When my sis, she was like 16, 17 years old, and my sister was getting married. P.S. My sister, who's dead to me now, but that's another story. So my sister was getting married, and the dog died the morning of her wedding out in the backyard. My father had to put her in the downstairs fridge. So that was a sign that my pig sister was going to ruin our life from then on. But yeah, so we had to put stiff little Muffin was in the fridge for the weekend. I know, poor little Muffin. And we had a couple years ago, my Auntie Donna passed. She had a real Yorkie, a mini Yorkie. Remember Kelly?
Oh yeah.
Remember Coco Chanel?
Coco
So-
Chanel.
Coco Chanel, we took her when my auntie passed like 3 years ago. She was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. She would whine until she got coffee. She only ate,
Coffee.
she would only eat coffee and Sour Patch Kids. And I couldn't take it anymore.
Balanced diet.
Pickles hated her. Pickles
I was
hated
just
her.
gonna say, so did you have Pickles Killer?
Well, we absolutely lucked out. We had I remember I was in line at the Petco buying little name tags for Pickles and Coco, and the woman said, "Oh, you have a Yorkie?" And I said, "I do." And she said, "Oh, Yorkies live forever." I said, "Well, fuck me." So we found a great house for the Yorkie. And she's living in like $1 million mansion down on the water.
That's what happens, right? They don't go to farms anymore. They get upgraded.
Exactly.
They find sugar daddies.
It's the cutest little story in the world. She got adopted by, we found this family, a husband and wife. They have no children, and they have a 10-year-old Yorkie named Oscar because they own a trash company. They own waste management companies. So their Yorkie named Oscar. Oscar had to have his esophagus replaced and was not able to be, excited. So the vet said, get him an older dog to be a companion. So Coco was like 8. Perfect.
Oh, that's very sweet.
That is a good story.
That's very
I went to college and my mom gave away our dog. I came home
Oh.
for Thanksgiving and I was like, her name was Megan. And I was like, where's Megan? And she's like, Megan went to live in northern Maine. And I was like, what?
Did
She's
she
like,
tell
well,
you-
no one was here to stop me. I mean, to take care of her. So she's
I have
happier.
to say, is your mother like an animal advocate or something? Like her?
My mother's
God,
lovely. She's just tough. My mom is
I'm not saying
tough.
she's not lovely, but wow.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember sitting at dinner that night being like, did you kill her? No.
So we have Mike says dogs don't die, they go to farms upstate to live forever. That's what my mommy told me.
Yay.
That's right.
Amen.
Oh, that's so nice. I
Yeah.
actually, when dogs or humans die, I like to think they just went to Bermuda.
I love that.
It's sort of an easy way. Sometimes Bahamas, Bermuda, I'm not consistent on that one. But when I was little, I had a boxer dog named Duchess. Oh my God,
Oh,
she was the best. She
Oh,
was, like kids in Greenwich have nannies. I had Duchess. My
Oh.
mom went back to work as a first grade teacher, I think when I was 3. So my grandma, Bridget McDonald, who Mac is named for, my son, although sometimes I like to call him Bridget. Okay, but it's Mac, like McFarlane. Anyway, but I love this dog so much, and I'd be separated from her when I went to my grandma's house. So every day I would open the door and the dog would run down to my grandmother's house, which was like more than a mile away. But it was so great. The reunification was just wonderful. Boxer dogs are great. They're smart.
They're cute.
But we also had big dogs. We had St. Bernards for many years.
Ooh.
Oh, I love them. We had one was Tasha, which is Gaelic for Irish lad. And my dad built a dog house out in the back that was a miniature of our house, which was a center entrance colonial with a pink door. So this was a center entrance door. I don't know what it was. It was a dog house. And when Tasha was little, I said Gaelic for Irish lad, right? So I would get in the dog house with Tasha. And then he progressively got bigger. The dog house got a little cramped. Oh, and poor Tasha, I used to, I give him a bath, but then I put rollers in his hair. I wish I'd brought
Oh,
it.
he was beautiful. He felt pretty.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, that's, and my only other dog story is my sister had also a Saint Bernard named Beauregard.
Oh, cute.
And I was, by the way, I was married in Cohasset. That on the green, the church, the Witches of Eastwick Church. The
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That and I complained once to my father-in-law. I said it wasn't very much of a runway coming in. It's a very short aisle. He said, "Well, you could have started across the street."
So we have other people weighing in here on the animals. We have somebody, Joelma, is talking about she has chickens and a cat.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Wow.
impressive.
Ask her what chickens are like. I mean, does she eat the eggs? A friend of mine has chickens, and she has 10 chickens, and they're all called Doris. I don't know why you call them all the same thing. Anyway, ask her the chickens, what it's like or what their names are.
I'll
Okay.
ask her what she said she has 3 new chicks.
Oh, that's for Easter.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. I mean, my Beauregard story is, so my sister had Beauregard, and they were away for the weekend, and Beauregard went to church and he sat on the altar, and they couldn't get, pulling focus, right, from the priest. No comedian would allow that.
Never.
But anyway, so they couldn't get him moved. Nancy and her family weren't home. So they called the police, who came and got Beauregard and brought him down to the police station in Cohasset. And they went in to get him some water. you know, they tied them up to a little picket fence and they went in to get some water. And when they came out, guess what? Beauregard was gone. And so was a little section of the picket fence.
Oh, no.
And he just walked home. He just found his way home. And then another time Beauregard went up the street and he came home. I guess somebody was airing out their Persian rug and he came home with the rug in his mouth and put it at my sister's feet, which I thought was a nice way of paying
That's very
tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. And my sister was a little upset. So she had to bring back the rug, make restitution. And the next day, I don't know how dogs know these things. There was a little flower stand nearby them. The dog went, got some, well, you don't like to say stole because it's a dog. He borrowed, he got a thing of flowers. And then he put it at Nancy's feet. Like he knew he'd done wrong.
Oh,
And the last Beauregard story is just, I was away at college and I took in Beauregard because my sister said, we've had it, because they were going to have to send him to upstate, I think, something like that, you know, because Beauregard bit a priest.
Oh,
So, you know,
Don't try to take away Beauregard's holy water.
no,
I tell you, that was a
exactly.
holy dog. He was
Oh.
frustrated. Anyway, but Beauregard was an absolutely awesome dog. We just had awesome dogs, and they all sang. Do your dogs sing? Oh, you know, we'd no, just my family. Okay, but anyway, we loved our dogs. Any other dogs? No other dog stories, other animal stories. I don't like snakes. I would never have a snake.
Oh, God, no. That's
No.
not an animal.
No, that's not a house pet. Are there any
Yeah,
other house
ooh.
pets I'm missing?
Fish, which are
Birds.
also gross.
Oh,
Ooh.
fish. Like you
Birds.
can't talk to a fish. You can't cuddle with a fish. A fish can't kiss you.
We used
Can't
to have a
take-
bunny. Did anybody ever have a bunny?
Oh,
We
that's
did.
nice. I
We
like
did have-
that.
Yeah, we went on vacation and we were with our neighbors and everybody got a bunny. And then and back then you could leave them outside. They were in a cage outside.
Right.
My sister was the only one who took care of them. But something happened that they were starting to die off and ours was still alive. And I did a vigil. Like I never took care of this bunny ever. But I got up early that morning and I ran into my sister's room. I'm like, Linda, Bunny's dead. He's dead. He's gone.
'Cause you're the fun sister.
Its name was Bunny.
I don't remember his name. I didn't even take care of him, Kill. I don't know what his name is. I don't know. Call him Fluffs. I don't know.
Bunny's dead, Linda. Bunny's dead.
Buddy's dead.
What do you
5,
say,
6,
Kelly?
7, 8.
I learned from your mother. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
You know, we had family friends growing up and they had bunnies. They got them on Easter for their 2 kids. And they put them in baskets and it was all cute or whatever. And the kids were little and they were like, Happy Easter. And then everybody's like excited or whatever. And then the parents, the adults went into the kitchen to get coffee and drinks or whatever. And when they came back in, the little boy had killed the bunny. He was like playing with it. And,
This
like,
show's gonna get
making
banned by
it
PETA.
hop. And like, yeah.
This is
They're like, Bunny's sleeping. They're like, yeah, permanently.
Yeah.
actually that's like that isn't it one of those check marker things if your kids have problems with animals?
Yeah, they start with
Oh,
pets.
that's right.
Yeah.
No, that is
Yes.
that's a sign of abuse in a serial killer. They
Oh.
start-
That's funny. I should call the Bundys and ask them if their
You
kid ever turned out bad.
You should. That's what it all goes
Oh,
back to.
don't. Was the kid's
Quick,
name
you
Ted?
guys.
Was the kid's name Ted Bundy?
That's so weird.
So listen,
Jeffrey
the
Dahmer.
inspiration for this show was Pickles. Is Pickles around?
Yes, let me see. He's sleeping.
Oh, is he?
We'll go wake him up.
Well,
Oh, and in the
this is his
meantime,
chance
we
to
have
become a star.
we found out about the names of the chickens. We have
Okay.
Sunshine, Draco, Basil. I think it's Daisy, Galaxy, Heaven, Marcy, Lexi, and Seven. She's got a lot of
Oh,
chickens.
wow.
Oh my! I wonder if she can tell them apart.
Pickles.
Daisy.
Can you say hi?
Hi,
Pickles.
Pickles.
Oh, here's Pickles.
Say hi.
Pickles.
Why are you being shy?
Cold shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so give us the origin story of Pickles again.
Okay.
How you
Pickles
found him.
was- we Ryan Hurley on her 14th birthday. She wanted a dog. She wanted a fluffy white dog. So we sent Jimmy Hurley
What
on
else?
the hunt. And he found Pickles, which was Skippy, named Skippy. And he called me and he said, I got the dog. Its name is Skippy. I said, is it white and fluffy? He said, sure is. So he came with Skippy, and then Ryan changed his name to Winston, but that
He's not a Winston.
So we went back to Skippy, and then that kind of transformed it into Pickles somehow. So he's been Pickles for 8 years.
No wonder this dog
Who's
has
this?
problems. It doesn't even have a steady name.
Hey, P.S. James, my number two daughter's real name is Corinne.
Is that Ryan?
No, Libby's real name is Corinne. We never changed it.
Did she choose the change or did you?
No, Jimmy chose to change when she was 6 weeks old, and I said, "Well, I'm not. You can go to probate and do it." He wanted Elizabeth Hurley. I wanted Corinne Hurley. So her name is Corinne, like on her social security and everything.
Wow. I like it.
She's old enough; she can do it now. Or she's 23 or 24 or something. So she can do it herself.
Yeah, she can do what she
I
wants.
think you're right. I think that's a good law for marriage. Pick your battles, Chris.
Yeah.
Amen, Kathy.
Certificate. I
Yeah,
love
is that the hill you want to die on?
No.
My husband and I are celebrating our 5th year wedding anniversary, and he just found out last year that I did not change my name. No, no, I didn't change.
I asked my husband if he wanted to change his name, if he wanted to take Condon, and he said no. And I said, I'm all right with that.
That was good of you, Jane.
Yeah, I thought it was mighty white of me. Yeah.
I think it's mighty
I
white of
wasn't going to change. Why would I change that? My name is my name. I
Yeah.
don't, but
I agree.
and then I made made Condon the middle name. But the only minor inconvenience was when I would go to the PTA, the teacher conference, I'd have to say, hi, I'm Jane. I'm the biological mother,
Yeah.
It
I
wasn't-
do go by my I put my husband's last name on the end of my name when I'm working with our stepson, because people
Yeah.
get confused.
It just,
Oh, yeah.
yes. Somehow, if you go to a cocktail party before you're married and you say, hi, I'm Ken Bartels. Hi, I'm Jane Condon. They can magically remember both names.
Mm.
But
Right.
if you go to the same cocktail party after you remember, they're like, what's your wife's name?
Yeah.
Why is it?
Yeah.
Why
We
is
lose
it?
our identity.
Oh,
Mhm.
F that. Yeah, that wasn't. There's only one Janie Condon. I mean, I hate to be it. I use the excuse that I'd, published, I'd written under it,
So you can't change it.
yeah. And, but honestly, there just aren't that many Condons. I sort of didn't, it was my name, God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, we have somebody else on the comments. Erin said her son's name was Brendan, but he changed it to Phil in the first grade.
Okay, please write down to that person. That's the funniest thing the whole show. You went from Brendan to Phil.
Phil.
Please call me by my spiritual name,
Yeah,
Phil.
please. Yeah, I couldn't bear Brendan anymore, so call me Phil.
Yeah.
Phil, that's like such a grown-up name too.
Yeah,
It's like a middle manager at
Is he a
plant.
stockbroker? Yeah. Like what's?
yeah. Phil is going far in life.
Yeah.
Phil is real upper management material.
Phil. He
I
runs the
think-
Jiffy Lube.
But but Brendan, you'd like to have a beer with. I think.
I have a Brendan.
You
I
do.
know. I love the name Brendan. I love the name Brendan.
He was named after Brendan Bulger, who's Billy Bulger's son.
Whitey Bulger?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Billy Bulger's son, Brendan. We saw him at Christmas time when I was pregnant with Brendan, and he was playing the fiddle, and he was like just this cutest little nugget. So that's how he got his name.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that you have Irish names for your kids. Brendan, Ryan.
Yeah, it's
know.
good. Colleen.
Colleen. Oh my God. I can't get much.
Yep.
My boys are named after their grandmothers. So Todd is
Love-
named after Susan Todd Horton. I thought I was going to have girls. And Mac is named after Bridget McDonald.
I love
Spelled like
that.
the burger. Sorry, MC, but you can't call a kid Mick, so he's Mac.
that.
And I hope their grandmothers look out for them.
They,
Um,
my Colleen, my oldest, My oldest is Colleen McNamara Hurley. So my maiden name is her middle name.
Oh,
Your maiden name is McNamara?
Oh, you betcha, sweet patootie.
Oh, you should have had Jimmy take your name. That's a great name.
You're right. I have to agree with you there, Jane.
You should have named him McNamara. My oldest is Kendra, and she was the customer service representative at Bradley's. How we named her.
You know,
I haven't birthed anything. I had no say in the names of any of the people in my life.
And that's a hard story though, because you know how they always have the story about like, what does your name mean?
Yeah.
So that's how she wrote it.
So did you work at Bradley's?
No, Jeff just had a very good like customer service experience. And he, and he was like, what do you think of the name Kendra? And I'm like, I love that name. He's like, I was just at Bradley's. Lovely lady. Her name was Kendra. And when we were having Jessica, I remember at the ultrasound, like you're having a girl. And Jeff was like, well, I guess her name has to be Jessie. And I'm like, why? It's like, because that's the customer service representative at Shaw's.
at where?
Shaw's.
Oh, at Shaw's. Yeah.
Like the shopping plaza. You know?
I
Yeah,
thought-
yeah. No,
I thought
I
you
know
were gonna
Shaw's. I
say-
know Shaw's.
I thought you were going to stay on the theme of closed, bankrupt stores. So you were going to be like, at
There.
Circuit City, they really took good care of me with my
Over
car
to
stereo.
Blockbuster.
Eldor.
Zare.
Oh, Zare. I love Zares. That was
Me
great.
too.
Uh,
Is
love
there still,
Zares.
does anybody know, is McMenemy's still in Brockton where the fish you eat today
I don't
swam
think-
last night in Buzzards
What-
Bay?
What was
I
better
love
than
that
that?
place.
What was better than that? And what about Mermax, the roast beef?
Oh, I'd forgotten.
Oh,
No
with the
roast-
lime rickies?
I love Christie's and
No, Christos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, take me back. Oh my God. Party of two to the gold room.
Yeah,
Party of
yep,
two.
Yep,
Anyway, oh my God, their
macaroni.
fried chicken and their pizza. Well, the fried chicken came with peas and mashed potato. Also, you could get that at the, what was it called? The Mayflower? It was on Main Street. It was by Brennan Chevrolet. Anyway, but oh my God, Christos, when that went down, they had great pizza too.
You
Yeah,
have
they did.
takeout in Whitman.
Oh, they had a place in Whitman too. Okay, listen, we're getting a
well,
little
they-
bit off the dog cat thing. I think we should wind it up today. But thanks to the people with the chickens and thanks to Phil and
Yes.
thank you all.
We love you, Phil.
We
And
love
bye,
you, Phil. We
Doris,
love you best. Bye
And
bye,
Doris
Phil.
and Doris.
Bye, everybody.
And Doris and Daisy.
Love you.
Chickens.
In full regard.
Bye.